Jeff Creed, what are you the chair of?
Safety Committee.
All right, and you had a couple items tonight.
Yes.
Let me look. When will the auction be?
We do not know. Once we pass it, that's up to the city administration to decide when they're going to do the auction. So this gives them authority to get everything in place and go ahead and get it set up so that they can move forward with that.
And this is going through an online auction
They can do it
facility?
either way. They can either do it online or they can do a live auction. So again, we didn't stipulate how they do it. That's up to them to determine is the most effective way to do those kind of things.
So administration will announce the date?
Yeah, and they've done both in the past. So like I said, I don't know for sure exactly what they will do with this one. But yeah, I think that the online they've done recently, but I don't know what their options are this time.
So all sorts of things to buy from the city that are...
Mostly vehicles. There's a few other miscellaneous items, but mostly it's vehicles that they're not using anymore.
Okay. And number 8, that was not on my agenda. Was that a... Did I just not print off page 2? Or?
You might not have printed off page 2, correct?
Okay.
Yes.
So it's not anything special, but explain that.
So this is grant money from the state for the Chillicothe Fire Department to start a paramedicine program. So the paramedicine program will allow the firefighters to go out and work with people who may struggle with connecting with doctors or managing their medications and different things like that. So it's an effort to go out and help people that may need a little bit of help, but before they become emergent and have to call the squad. So it's an effort to try to reduce the squad calls for maybe things that we can help people manage before that happens. So it allows the fire department to become more proactive within the community, you know, as far as on the emergency medicine side, to help people stay out of the hospital, stay out of emergency rooms when they don't need to, and maybe deal with things before they get to that point.
So I imagine it's sort of like offering a, instead of having people come to the emergency room, do the urgent care, like a step below.
No, it's not. No, it would be people that would need the service. They may go out and just help them make sure that they're set up with a doctor, help them connect with services that are out there, and also help make sure they know how to take their medications, different things like that. So it's kind of just a proactive way to make sure they have availability of non-urgent medical services before they become emergent, so that they don't have to call the squad as often, hopefully.
Okay, so it's more than just avoiding a squad run, it's helping people to avoid any kind of emergency.
Correct, yeah, to help them be more prepared and more able to help manage their own health care, so they don't get to the point where they need the emergency services as often, is what it comes down to. Is we try to work with the community and find ways to help them stay healthier so that we don't end up, you know, needing the emergency squad and needing to go to the emergency room, and try to reduce those kind of calls and that kind of medical costs that would come with those as well.
So would this be the technicians, the people who...
Yeah, the EMTs and the paramedics would be those same people. So they're highly trained to be able to do those kind of things. So yeah, they would go out and work with the community. So
they're taking time when they're not on call to do this?
Yes, yeah. Yeah, obviously the emergencies would always take priority. So they would have to prioritize and do those things in between when they have the opportunity. And may have to leave. If an emergency comes up and they have to leave, and then come back and work with those people later.
And this is paid for by a grant?
Yes. Yeah, and it's mostly for them to buy supplies to be able to go out and start this kind of service within the community.
And those supplies will simply be housed at the fire stations?
Yes, yeah, along with all the other emergency supplies that they have as well, yes.
Can you say when this service will start?
I do not know, because I don't know how long it will take them to get the supplies actually in. But that would be a good question for either Chief Aaron Knotts or Captain Ryan Wade at the fire department, is one kind of headlining the program. So those would be two of the good people to talk to about that.
All right, so more good news about city services here.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, Councilman Jeff Creed, thank you very much.
Thank you.